All right, people, part two. You can hear the sump pump kicking. We're gonna take a walk. We were able to, I'm out of breath here. We're able to get everything buried, covered up. And believe it or not, I did it by hand. I got my meathead on, like I said earlier. I didn't want to do it, but I did it. Should have got a trencher. But 2 days of hell. I just wanted to show you how it's working. Here it is. So we'll let it run a little bit. So you can see there's the hose, and I cut it, or the drain pipe. You can see that's clear. It's just groundwater, sump pump. And we're just going to guide it. This little water pit we got going on. Gonna have it come out. I'm impatient. You see, so now it's coming along. And that's kind of what I wanted. I didn't want it to rush real quick. Eventually, once I get all the aquatic plants in here, it'll kind of filter the water even more. My hands are shaking. I was just tamping it by hand. I like torturing myself. And here it comes. And there you go. That's the idea. So everything's working great. The water's flowing. That's the idea. That was the whole point. So far it's working. So part two is a success. There you go. And then part three will be in the spring. So it's December right now. So part three will be in the spring. So we got to get more aquatic plants in here. Nothing much else I can do now. Now it's almost winter time. My least favorite time of year. That's the idea. So we do have some lily pads in here. They're dormant, iris, sweet flag, some arrowheads. We got pickerel weed or pickerel rush. I had cattails in here, but they weren't established, and we had a big storm and it washed them out. So we're gonna get some cattails up in here next year. So stay tuned. We're gonna clear all this here. I'm gonna have to dig all this out. I'd like to kind of put some of that. This is all cinder block and manufactured stone. So I want to kind of push all that up against there, get a little more surface area in the water, and then put cattails. This is where I want to put the cattails all along here and other stuff. So, all right, so stay tuned for part three, but part two was a success. The sump pump discharge is going into a retaining pond. And yeah, we want to make use of this water like we said in part one. So there you go. And I didn't measure, but it was around 80 foot, dug by hand like a total meathead. But my highly suggest renting a trencher from Home Depot. I don't think Lowe's rents machines yet. I called around, but Home Depot does. You need a truck and a trailer, or two people can lift it. It's pretty big, but small enough where two people can put on the back of a truck. And so highly suggest that. Don't do what I did. Don't get your meathead on.